Coming up to the stage, we have Shakira Huggins, and she is like one of the masterminds behind this thing. So
look in the mirror, what do you see? When I look at you, I can see me. I can see, I can see, I can see me. I can see, I can see, I can see. She be broken wing. She be city bird, flightless but fly, smoke stung red eye, but she be immune to the thick air and the choked out voice box. She nests in her silence, nurtures it, tucks it away, cause well it be secret and it be precious and it be powerful. But does she notice? Don't want them to notice. Weaves it away like it's her last resort. Her last drop of water in the canteen, her 2 pennies to get to rubbing. She be flybird by day, but she be flightless by night. So her dreams only keep her wondering. She don't ride them. She don't let them take her where she wanna be, nah. She sit upon them till nighttime dark turns into morning time streets, and then she repeats, calling this living while her dreams stay. Look in the mirror, what do you see? When I look at you, I can see me. I can see, I can see, I can see me. I can see, I can see, I can see me. Little brown girl, you are beautiful. Just in case someone forgot to whisper it in your ear or shout it out loud and clear, I am telling you right now. Let the words hug you until you forget all the times that someone didn't. Let the words move you every time you feel like quitting. Little brown girl, embrace everything that all of you has to offer. You are your mother's daughter and she's a queen rightfully, so that makes you nothing less than royalty. Take your crown. Get back up on your throne. Take all of the lies that people hold you responsible to live out. Erase them, gone. Show yourself that you love you. So when someone else tries, you'll know how to separate the real from the fake. Learn yourself. Take time out to get in tune. Know that you are all of that and a pack of Kool-Aid, and it's all right to feel this way. Just as long as you don't have to take someone else's pack of Kool-Aid away to validate. Little brown girl, know that you are phenomenal, and Dr. Angelo Spin had you in mind. Know that you are the rightful owner of your own mind. Only share you with those who respect you, yeah. Only share you with those who will protect you. Little brown girl, love every crevice of the skin that you are in. From your cocoa rich produced by melanin to that dimple that makes special appearances when you grin, to those almond-shaped windows to your soul, to that coil conversation that flows from your temple, to the potential of your mental, to those curves that were handcrafted and made in heaven, to the seventh day of resting, because my God put in work. Little brown girl, know that there's nothing little about you. Brown girl, know that this does not define your character. Girl, know that this does not tell you what you cannot be, rather everything you can. You see, sometimes words have a funny way of trying to describe things that are indescribable, but if anyone happens to trip up over the syllables that comprise the name that you were given, you tell them that they can call you beautiful for short.
We have coming to the stage and to the microphone, Chavez Payne.
I'm waiting for the brownies to be done, waiting for the batter to brace itself for the truth and put their differences aside. I'm waiting for my nightmares to stop making me laugh and actually make me cry. Dulce et decorum est, in the capital headstone of Virginia. I'm waiting for the winter to bring snow and stop cheating death before he brings his frigid, gloved finger down on that unforgiving, hot red dodgeball and down to our oily-faced planet. I'm waiting for God to come, lest this 6-story drop becomes my savior and hell my maven of regret. I'm waiting for the day when a half-Moorish beauty wears the garb of a nymphette flawlessly and will not be branded a sellout. I'm waiting for the day when a loony-ass arsonist breaks out of a polka dot prison and burns down every brainwashing hair store on this sharp-faced continent planet. And the double helix proves to guide our health higher than the reverse world trades. A cure for greed, a cure for poverty, a cure for hate, a cure for war, a cure for pride is what I wait for. While the rocket's red glare is being etched into her shelled and unsoul, and she never smiles at the rain or the waves of the pond as a kind frog kisses her in hopes of letting her be the princess all girls should be, instead of this cannibalistic baby maker for the whorish Aries. I'm waiting for money to mean nothing, and bridges built out of love and happiness span all over the land, Karate Kids roundhousing the naysayers and diseases of logic that try to rise from the swamps and grow for the hateful hearts. I'm still waiting for the ignorance to die of Ebola while the Homo sapiens pile into the haystacks and devour every little ink-dropped deckled morsel until they rise onto their 2 feet and look to the sky for the real terror in a glass plate. I'm waiting for the past to resuscitate the future and the present to take off into the sunset with a final will and testament. She waits for her chevalier to retort to his body as parchment for her inane womanly woes, and nailing himself to a cross isn't cutting the mustard for reality's kosher little sandwich. I wait for the day when he crawls from the land of war and drops dead at the nightly shores of life, and he's choking from the sands of peace, and he's hemorrhaging gothic slumber so sweet and so cold. I wait for the hellhounds to approve of my unhellish presence and proceed to inquire of my skills for the cosmic journey ahead. I am waiting for the umbilical cord to be slashed as I flee from Cerebro. I'm waiting for the mottled, swaying corpses to raise their arms in protest of me coming to help them down from the foot of the mountain. I'm waiting for the carbons to glow bright green and 1,000-year triplets to draw the final color that we all move from.
Next up, coming to the stage, we have Ajane Harris.
This poem I wrote a year and a half ago as well, and it's called My Black Baby Girl. When I have a daughter, I would teach her to be comfortable in her black skin, and that being black isn't a mindset or a fashion statement, nor a death wish. It's just simply who she is. If I could protect her from other things society will come up with, I would. When I have a daughter, I would teach her that her hair and the clothes that she wears will never define her, that talking white isn't a form of speech. There's only proper and slang. Whether she's light-skinned, brown-skinned, dark-skinned, it shouldn't matter. They're all shades of black, so cut the chatter. I wouldn't want her to try to be something she's not for temporary friends that always come along with their temporary feelings. And the day she comes to me with tears filling her eyes asking, Mommy, am I good enough? I will look at her and tell her, baby girl, there's no such thing as good enough because people will either see the good or the bad in you, but always remember, only God can judge you. And the day she starts crushing on Michael will also be the first day she gets her heart broken. Because my baby girl had the guts to tell him she likes him, and in response he says he doesn't date black girls. In this day and age, little boys who look just like me, who will look just like my baby girl, who looks like most of you, says he doesn't date girls the color of his own flesh, when the one woman who will always stand behind him is his mother, who's black. We were all created for a purpose. And as Psalms 139:14 states, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know that full well. Yes, ma'am. I would teach my daughter that everybody won't accept her for who she is, and some for not having the same characteristics as them. And some will despise her just because. But at the end of the day, I would teach my daughter to stand tall, to be strong, and be proud, because she'll always win in her black skin. Thank you.
Alpha, Phi, fraternity. Where y'all at? Come on out right now. Okay.
It's easier to pass along knowledge as opposed to brain waves. The same time I was struggling, I was managing, trying to maintain. Somehow I figured out how to distinguish between negative and positive. It ain't Christmas time, but I've been blessed with a lot of gifts. They did not exist at one point. Well, technically they did, but like a fearful cat or dog, they just went away and hid. For my own talents, I felt like I had to bid, like purchasing your old product. That's not a way to live. So much backtracking, I should have been further. Been chilling in the chamber like Browns in the burner. Waiting for the green light, I knew it'd be eventually. I make myself known and somebody'll be sick of me. But really I ain't concerned cause I'm here, feet planted but I'm mobile. Widespread, nationally and local. I'm vocally gifted. Somehow I managed to transition. At first I thought, pocket full of spinach, and then they talked about me not even finishing. But in the same breath, complaining that I'm not beginning. A never-ending contradiction. I just laughed at the thought of me not winning is so silly. It's really my motivation. They say you're doing something wrong if they ain't hating. Marshall said it best, when it's time you gotta lose it. Now by lose it, I mean yourself, not your dinner. Now that just sounds gruesome. Now my definition of nasty is not the average. Consider a man with a pocket full of lint but no cabbage. I strive to stand apart from the average. Then again, I feel like I'm rambling. If it's worth any consolation, we're in the same boat. Recognize I carry with me a life preserver. Just in case the ship sinks, I'm out like the round in that burner. Literally, if things pop off, I'm the round in the burner aiming towards an exit, not a child nor a soldier. I'm the catalyst piquing your very interest. I'm the culprit for your analytical thinking. But did I even begin to mention? I'm the origin of your many dimensions. We gotta have options, not just only one dimension. In my vision, I'm picturing addition and multiplication, not division. But for now, I'm chilling like the round in that burner. The origin begins in the brain. And if I seem deranged or insane, I'm not. I'm just one of the few who possess a functioning brain. I've seen plenty dollars fold, so who's willing to make change? Let me say that again. We gotta have options, not just only one dimension. In my vision, I'm picturing addition and multiplication, not division. But for now, I'm chilling like the round in that burner. The origin begins in the brain, and if I seem deranged or insane, I'm not. I'm just one of the few who possess a functioning brain. I've seen plenty dollars fold, so who's willing to make change? Look in the sky. It's not a bird nor a crane, it's the clouds, the sky, and beyond. But some of us fail to look up because we're not too far. I'm looking up from dusk till dawn. Maybe I'm just deranged, probably insane, pocket full of folded dollars while I'm trying to make change. Thank you.
Like they said, my name is Jamia Andrews, and this is entitled Dear Little Brother, Our Little Brother, and I wrote it for my little brother. Dear little brother, you're smart, you're kind, you're blessed, you're loving, you are a light in this very dark place. But to them, you'll always be a little black boy in a big white world. To them, you are a potential statistic, a spot, a placeholder, a number. It's just indignant. Before you are an honor student, you are brown. Before you are a boy that loves the Lord, you are passively crucified. And before you are a productive member of society, you'll be seen as a threat to it. I would love to say to you, you are more than the color of your skin, but sadly I know people will spend your whole life negatively reminding you of it. I would love to say to you, dress how you want, wear hoodies and baggy clothes because there's nothing wrong with expressing yourself, but apparently the things you wear completely indicate who you are and your character as a human being. And I would love to say that I can't wait for you to be a young black man in this country, but in all actuality, I'm more afraid than anything because being a young black man apparently makes you more than qualified for an unjust execution. Dear little brother, I cry for you and you have yet to turn 10. I cry for you because I know how this society will see you, and that alone breaks my heart. I cry because about everything, above everything else in this country, you are black before you are even a citizen born right here on U.S. soil. I cry because at any given time, everything God has set aside for you in the future can be instantly snatched away, and all because of something you can't possibly even remotely change. In the midst of my tears, my anger has reached its peak. There's so much disgust in my heart, I find it hard to even speak. There is no more room for the docile tolerance of the intolerable. There is no more room for, well, that's just how it is. It's time for people to stop seeing this as a black issue and not an American issue. It is time to channel our anger into power and change and use that power to implement change. And it's time for our little brothers to grow tall and strong instead of being cut down by the weak that have been licensed to carry a gun. I don't know about this country or this community for that matter, but I refuse to let my little brother become another blood sacrifice in the madness. I refuse to let him be the next Trayvon, Michael, Oscar, Sean, or Malcolm. I originally wrote this 2 years ago, and I'm still thinking, feeling it on the inside, screaming the same exact sentiments. Now my little brother is almost 12, and images of a young and beautiful Tamir Rice pops in my head. Dear little brother, to be young and to be black and to be among the living is to be the very essence of the fortitude, resilience, and grit of all those before you that hung, bled, and died, for you to stand on the backs of their undying spirits. I beg you not to only survive in that knowledge, but to thrive in it. Thank you.
My name is Alicia Davis, and I'm Chandler Hunter, and we are members of the Tau Alpha chapter here on campus for Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated.
And now it's time to step. You know we keep it so T-top. No, we're not done. I see y'all so wrong. Z Phi B so sweet. Z Phi. Y'all can step like us.
Tell me, is it me or is it you? I just wanna get to know you better, Tell me, is it me or is it you? I just wanna get to know you better. I just think that we should be together. Baby, me and you should be together forever. I just want someone that's gonna hold me down. I just want someone that's gonna stay around. Baby, I just think that it could be just you and me, just you and me, baby. You ain't gotta be shy, just come here and be mine. Just come and be mine. I've been waiting for you all of my life, all of my life. I've been dreaming about you day and night, wondering if you would give me a try. I know that it is the wrong time for you. Tell me, is it me or is it really you? Tell me what I need to do to get with you. Tell me what I need to do to get with you, baby. Tell me, is it me or is it you? I just wanna get to know you better, Tell me, is it me or is it you? I just wanna get to know you better.
My peace and happiness, I'm gonna give it to Delta. All of my love, my peace and happiness, I'm gonna give it to Delta. All of my love, my peace and happiness, I'm gonna give it to Delta. All of my love, my peace and happiness, I'm gonna give it to Delta. All of my love, my peace and happiness, I'm gonna give it to Delta.
Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated was founded Monday, January 13th, 1913 on the campus of Howard University by 22 illustrious, devastating, dynamic, charismatic women.
These women wanted to use their collective strength to promote academic excellence and to provide assistance to those in need. In March of 1913, the founders of Delta Sigma Theta performed their first public act. They participated in the Women's Suffrage March in Washington, D.C. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated was incorporated in 1930.
Be out then, Johnny.
Who are we? My sisters and me, the sophisticated followers of DSC. We cross the sand into depth to land, and we have a bond you'll never understand. Who are we? My sisters and me, the sophisticated followers of DSC. We cross the sand into depth to land, and we have a bond you'll never understand. Who are we? My sisters and me, the sophisticated followers of DSC. We cross the sand into depth to land, and we have a bond you'll never understand. In 1947, on a wonderful night, 7 divine gems put up a fight to bring change to this great place, so they chartered the men's chapter with style and grace. It was a glorious and exhilarating night in 1982 when the Gamma Psi Collegiate chapter made its debut. There were 7 women courageous enough to see it through in order to carry out the vision of the illustrious 22.
Be out.
On my birth certificate, they listed that I was a male and that I was black. And that was it, I was born a fucking target. So it came to no surprise to me when I fell to my knees in the middle of the street and results of a bullet piercing through my body, the triggers released by the police. As he shoots again, this time I fall face down breathlessly into the cold concrete and I lay there. And I lay there. And I laid there some more in hopes that someone would come and retrieve my body. But instead, as hours went by, now I see exactly how it feels to be wrongly killed. I guess this is it. The part where they come up with the story as to why my body is lying here lifeless. Because see, I had my hands up, but the still trans said I was reaching for my weapon. I was unarmed, but the still trans said he was aggressive. We had eyewitnesses, but the still trans called them all liars. Although I was minding my own business, the still trying to bring up all my prior eye. Even seen someone record it, but the still trying to make it seem as though we didn't see what we saw. And that video was missing the scene with the assault. And if we had seen what they had saw, we'd see that they weren't wrong. This just in. Case dismissed. Yeah, the police killed a man, but that was never his intent. I guess they really don't know what justice is or what peace is, so we can't have no peace when all the police has got their pieces and their piece is what the release is. See, they don't really care about no black kids. All they see was my black skin and my hoodie and my baggy pants, and I was automatically labeled a thug. So now that they shot me now, watch all the shoulder shrugs. See, cuz killing me was justified a few years ago when I stole that candy from that liquor store. Remember? And killing me was justified when I got suspended from high school those few times. Remember? Because in their head, a troubled young black man is better off dead. Although they're supposed to serve and protect, they don't think that we deserve their respect. Best believe that bullet was reserved for my neck when I got served with that tech. They say you deserve what you get. They tell my mother that your son was in prison. They tell my father you raised a thug, what you expect. They tell my friends don't be like him or you be next. Protest, die-ins, riot, loot, do whatever you feel the need to do in order to be heard. So there'll be no more Sean Bells, Eric Gardens, Mike Browns, or me. Let them know that Black Lives Matter. Even to those that don't think that race is still a factor, telling them to look around because I never felt more black. Wish that I could be as optimistic as you. But leaving in this position is kind of a hard thing for me to do because police brutality is my reality. And unfortunately, they've already made an example out of me as I lie here silently on this cold concrete. The fact is, I was in target practice, and I give them my aim by aim because I'm no longer alive. Bullseye. And on the day that I died, on my death certificate, they listed that I was a male. I was 20 years old, and that was that. Oh yeah, the cause of death was black.
When I was a young boy, my daddy said to me, He said, listen up, oh little man child, a Sigma you're gonna be. Oh, I cried, oh daddy, reveal your secrets to me.
My baby Sigma's got the soul.
Keep your heart and your mind on Sigma, and keep your heart on me. I'll be no cry. Oh, 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 oh. Phi Beta Sigma's got the soul. Oh, oh, oh. Phi Beta Sigma's got the soul.
Necessary. And I asked some students in my class just 2 days ago, what do you remember about when you think of Malcolm X? And first hand, they want to kill all white people. Because he said by any means necessary. Nothing is further from the truth, okay? Malcolm X is the single most skillful orator who took on 4 trained NBC or ABC interviewers who tried to trick him into saying all kinds of things. You have to watch those videos. You have to watch them. If you want to know how to answer to a policeman who's going to trap you into saying the wrong thing so he can tell you to come out of the vehicle, you have to watch Malcolm X videos over and over. And I'm going to play them for my class. Why don't we have a monument yet in Omaha for Malcolm X? It's for that very same reason. We cannot bring people together because the establishment says we can't have a monument for this man because he's the man who wants to kill all black, all white people. There's nothing further from the truth, okay? Nothing further from the truth. He never meant that, he never said that. And why do we have the name of J. Edgar Hoover, a demon and a devil who tried to tell Dr. King when he was in prison he must go ahead and commit suicide? Why is his name on a multi-million-dollar building in Washington, D.C.? Ask yourself that. And they're rebuilding, they're remaking the building in Maryland, and I'm going to start a movement that we have no J. Edgar Hoover name on it. And we hope that you will join the bandwagon. We need to start a movement to get the monument up for Malcolm X. This is where he was born. He was the single most important orator in our history, in the history of our people, bar none. Other people were eloquent, but there's nobody who had the meta-knowledge of what the black experience is, like Malcolm X had. And we need to set it down that he's not misquoted anymore and he's not misrepresented anymore. Thank you.
Concrete jungle, battles on fields, metals and steel, home is killed, cops are thrilled, lost and sealed, chrome and grills in this concrete jungle. Sacks and packs, birds and chickens, no one snitching, poor decisions, poverty ridden in this concrete jungle. Broken, homeless, dope is potent, pigs patrolling, kill our children, abuse our women while we living. You must be kidding, kids are victims of this concrete jungle. Metal and steel, devils are killed, it's heavy for real, blocks of granite, mothers who panic from personal damage. Hungry, no sandwich, hungry, no water, broken 2 daughters in this concrete jungle. Children, no mothers, poor infrastructure, killing each other, some over colors in this concrete jungle. Nobody's safe, stay out the way, pray through the day, stand by the night, high as a kite to get by the life in this concrete jungle. All right, that's one. We got 2 more. We're gonna do soon as I find him right here. The future. Look past the present. Prosperity for our people. I hope you feel in my essence. The future. Mind control agenda. Technological portals set up for you to enter. Secular social centers wearing religious masks when really they just pretenders. The future. No more critical thinking. Not even considering the water that you're drinking. Global consciousness shrinking. The future. Cameras monitor every move. National debt setups by institutions and schools. You'll die following rules. Our minds are our greatest tool. The future, a select illegal rule. Global intentions cruel, playing us as we fools. The future, sheep fed to the wolves. The future, death, disaster, and hunger. How long will it take to see the forces that we under? The future, parents act as children. Falsified manhood with no respect for our women is critical how we live in Willie Lynch intentions. The future, great greed and gluttony, political police state with innocent locked in custody. The future is now I'm warning you for trusting me. Billions within poverty while thousands achieve luxury. The future, everybody will make it. Red or blue pill, it's clear we all in the matrix. The future, will we ever escape this hell? I know you feel my vibrations because they off the Richter scale. And then I got one more. Wrap this last one up and get out of here quick for you. If today was my last day, what would I say? Would I fall on my knees, beg God and pray? I'm terrified to go, but know that I can't stay. If today's my last day, all my regrets I will face and smile as the system gets put in its proper place. If today's my last day, know to love the black woman for providing everything the masculine energy couldn't. If today's my last day, I won't go without flaws. Victims of this world, spiritual morals lost. If today's my last day, did I reach my full potential and get into the things I really wanted to get into? If I die today, do not mourn for me, it's simple. Live life through love and be positively influential. If today's my last day, I give thanks to the earth for being the mother of every human birth. If I die today, did we overcome the struggle? Do we have African schools where our kids learning this thorough? If today's my last day, was I forgiven for my sins and all the dark secrets I chose to just keep within? If I die today, I may go out with a grin because it's killing me to see the true condition we in. If today's my last day, hope those who knew me know I love them and I can be forgiven for sinning like it was nothing. If I go today, let me see my family and hug them. If I die today, can I tell my final chapter where there's joy, no pain, harmonious love and laughter? If I die today, damn, what was I really after? I feel that.
I'm gonna do a poem that I wrote a little while back, a few weeks after Ferguson happened. It's called Crying Wolf. I don't think I need this, but just in case. Congratulations, America, we made international news for acting like some natural fools, and I'm talking all sides. Why in the world are we choosing sides? A boy loses his life, half of us look the other way, saying it's okay. Well, now we're reading between the lines, taking it for a sign. Black lives don't matter. How is the one who dies the one we blame? Excuse me, my turn to apologize. I'm sorry. I can't see past my shade of skin. That's not my privilege, so call it my sin. You think I'm a boy crying wolf making my reality lies. Well, maybe you're the wolf. You can't see the look in your eyes. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think that cop wanted him to die. He says he was just doing his job and in fear for his life. But maybe he needs to reevaluate his job. We say serve and protect. Even the one staring at the barrel of your gun like he was one of your own, Police Ferguson. I'm talking to you because you got away free. But what about we? We who remember though the judge says forget. We who have a laundry list of martyrs, one of whom you've just met. We who've become synonymous with evil, dark, ugly, dirty. We who can't depend on trial and juries. Now I want to know what made you afraid. Why black blood deserved to be spattered on the streets. That's why we cry, we protest, we riot, we rave. No justice again, all we know is defeat. Because America teaches us all to fear black. At any moment, black man means a knife in your back. This fear is so strong, you don't have to hate out loud. You just become a bystander among the crowd. This fear is the assumption that a black man doesn't belong in a nice neighborhood, that he's vulgar and violent, not misunderstood, that he's guilty before any crime's been done, that he's a danger, a thug, not somebody's son, that he can't succeed beyond these streets like an animal that doesn't feel when it bleeds. He knows how it feels to be America's unwanted, known it longer than anyone else. That's why you most likely find him filling up America's cells. So please, please, please tell me how Darren Wilson was a victim when he was the one pulling the trigger. But once again, America, you've proven it's okay because it was just one more wolf. I see a wolf, I'm crying wolf. Now tell me if you see it too. Thank you.
This poem is untitled. Rest in peace to Michael Brown. Rest in peace to another black man that's killed while witnesses are around. They gonna keep gunning us down simply because of my brown or black or African descent. If y'all don't want us here to take us back. But before you do that, give us everything we built back. From properties to streets, y'all owe, but y'all avoid your debt through domestic policy. So you opened up a few restrooms and businesses to my type, but if we so much to sit the wrong way, I'm gonna get life. And it's so easy for y'all to portray through media that we're making strides. Well, where's the strides? Because I'm not exhausted. The only thing I'm tired of is these pig-ass bitches being able to halt me. And to get like y'all and build my reputation, it's quote-unquote suggested that I get an education. But what's an education if the dominant society wants no relation? So they build walls that get no penetration, but through commercials, political events, false advertising, and manipulated people, that's easy. I call that persuasion to become or blend in with Caucasian. Because the only other descent or associate power because the only other people they associate power with or share power with is that. That's easy. I call that persuasion to become or blend in with Caucasians because the only other descent they associate or share power with is Asian. But they won't hear me because it'll be labeled as Afrocentric or as we call it hate. And sometimes life feels like a blackjack game and the government's dealing. It's a twist because they keep cheating, telling the stories, leading us to believe they're not scheming. And I can't even read it right now, I'm sorry.
You got a new show world.
Nervous.
You can do it though. You gotta take your time. If you don't do it, you're gonna be sorry. Afterwards.
I'm gonna restart that verse, I'm sorry. Sometimes it feels like a blackjack game and the government's dealing. It's a twist because they keep cheating, telling the stories, leading us to believe they squads ain't scheming. All these bullets flying and people screaming. You wouldn't believe it. Though I must say, rest in peace to Carrie and Marcus Wheeler. But oh my God, Mr. Wheeler, how could you take her life? How could you take her life before she seen her daughter teething? No disrespect to your life, because that day could have been different. Now 2 people dead with no reason. And I dare one of you motherfuckers to tell me what all this gang banging is achieving. Besides reckless, young black men walking around chestless, people ended up on checklists. But check this, I'm gonna walk into the ER in your favorite room like I checked in. It'll be easy to blend in with a couple bullet holes in my shirt and a cut on my chin. And y'all be stupid enough to ask me, hey, what hood you from? I know you hard because you taking wounds from the gun. I guess it's wrong to turn this all into a mockery and make this into fun, but to hear the sound, I'm done. like I just checked. I'm gonna walk into the ER, your favorite room, like I just checked in. It'll be easy to blend in with a couple bullet holes in my shirt and a cut on my chin. And y'all will be stupid enough to say, hey, what hood you from? I know you hard taking wounds from the gun. I guess it's wrong to turn this all into a mockery, but it's fun to hear the sound of us run when these niggas pull up aiming at the enemy but didn't hit one. I guess you should open up your eyes and stop hitting all them innocent bystanders, son.
Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated.
Be out, bruh.
Let's go, Neo. Exactly, I did my job. I made all of it. Good. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for having us. We are the members of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. We were founded November 17th, 1911, on the campus of Howard University. Ernest Everett Just, Oscar James Cooper, Edgar Amos Love, and Frank Charles Coleman. Thank you for letting us perform tonight. Dog team! Q Psi Phi, 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 Q Psi
Don't make me get nasty. Don't make me act so mean. Alright. Don't make me get nasty. Don't make me act so mean. Alright. Don't make me get nasty. Don't make me act so mean. Alright.
Q Psi Phi.
There goes a swish, a wash, a cue, lay, whoa, sing a ling. Alright. There goes a swish, a wash, a cue, lay, whoa, let's sing a ling. Alright. There goes a swish, a swash, a cue, lay, whoa, let's sing a ling. Alright.
Q Psi Phi.
There goes a O-N-E-G-A-C-S-I-E, a P-H-I-E. I love Omega Psi Phi. There goes a O-N-E-G-A-C-S-I-E, a P-H-I-E. I love Omega Psi Phi. There goes a O-N-E-G-A-C-S-I-E, a P-S-I-E. I love Omega Psi Phi.
Q Psi Phi, Q Psi Phi.
We shoot it up, we shoot it out, into the side. I love Omega Psi Phi. We shoot it out, into the side. I love Omega Psi Phi.
We shoot it up, we shoot it out to the side. I love Omega Psi Phi. Q Psi Phi, 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 Q.
No Q's.
Psi.
Any small E. Turn it up, Q's.
Psi, Q Psi Phi.
Q Psi Phi. It goes up.
That's pretty good.
We
My God, it goes up. TKB, what's the time? Get it It's the original home of the heavyweights, no coast to coast. There's a chapter in Nebraska called TKO. TK is special, BY is special, TK is special, BY is special, AD is lighter. I is lighter. Fred, turn the dog on. I'm just looking good in my cardigan. Fred, please turn the dog. I don't know, bro. Who the DJ? Damn, Daniel. Damn, good. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Hey, you. Hey, bring it up. Bring it up. All right, y'all gotta hype me up. We're gonna need to hear you. Side, body, step. She. Hold it. Cue y'all team, side. Hey, you come here. Hey, you come here. Hey, y'all team. Yeah, now. Cue, side, by step. Hey. Bring it out. Bring it out, Chris. Bring it out, Vince. Side, by step. Hey. There you go. I'll see you, Chris. Shit. Hey.
Thank everybody for coming out. This was a great event. It's good to see people that like doing something different. It ain't no violence and it's something different. So